Hi there, my name is Whitney Walpole, and I'm the originator of the Core Performance Game, as well as the president and founder of Culture Counts. My desire in this video is to give you a quick snapshot of the power of core performance, as well as the fun and value of playing for success within a game for your team in your organization. First of all, what do I mean by core performance? You know, I've been coaching business leaders and entrepreneurs around the country for about 14 years now. And over the years, I've heard leader after leader, especially the really hungry ones, the ones that were really growing and had the desire to always take themselves to the next level, probably a leader like you if you're watching this video. I watched them try to express this desire for increased results, success, and growth through the words high performance. Well, the only challenge about that was that, and that I see with high performance, is that along with it comes some really subtle and nasty baggage. The thing that we often associate with high performance is this assumption that to increase performance, you have to increase effort, struggle, push, drive, compromise the other things that are important to you, compromise a sense of balance, do more with less resources. Essentially, it's assumed to be, and almost immediately in the way that people begin to relate to it and to talk about high performance, it's like this got this exhausted quality, like this eternal drive nature to it. And you know what? We all know that that's just not sustainable, and nobody wants to push for success all the time. Now, what we do want to do is we really want to expand and take it to the next level, but that doesn't have to mean that we have to increase our effort, our struggle, and our stress. So about 3 years ago, my business partner and I decided we wanted to give high performance a new ring and return people to what gives them the most access to power and results and effectiveness, and that's operating from the core. Now, what do I mean by core? You know, when you say that word, most everybody says that it's something about what's at the heart of it, you know, like at the center, that which is central to who we are or to living things, living systems. And when we really think about it, and all the research has told us this as well, this is not rocket science. What we know that drives the best performance, effectiveness, synergy, alignment, ability for a group of people to produce the most quality results is when people are feeling valuable, when they have a sense that they're on purpose, that they have something to contribute, when they're enjoying their work, when they're rested, when they're well, when they're connecting with their teammates, when they feel aligned with the values of what it is that they're doing in the group. All of these things make a bottom line difference. We know this. It's why we spend thousands and thousands of dollars reading and trying to train our people and ourselves with this all the time. Well, we decided, my business partner and I, that we were going to term core performance as the high performers upgrade. The first thing is people love to stretch and grow. It's why you're frustrated, because you actually know you and your people have got more in you than you're giving or than that's really coming out, and yet people hold back. Well, inside of a game, because of the nature of a game, it gives permission. The time frame that's shorter allows people to go for things with a little bit less risk, knowing that it's going to end. There's a way that a game gives people this sort of unleashed right to go after, explore, learn, develop, expand, and try to achieve new levels of success that they may not know yet that they can achieve. Well, typical business, people are always trying to do it right and cover their, tush in business. And what you get when you have that kind of behavior is you get about 1/4 of the results that people have the potential to accomplish and create. But when you set people free to explore, engage, and to try things and to really be creative, you will be shocked at what it is that people have the capacity to do. A game sets them free to do that. Now, what a game also does is it paradoxically, while it frees people up to be more joyful, playful, and explore more, it significantly increases accountability. How it does that is actually with structure. You know, we have a lot of structures in business that don't work. Meetings, for example. 90% of the meetings that my clients have had in the past, they hate and people feel are completely ineffective. Well, in a game, we apply some of the simple things that you would in a sports game. You have a start of the game and an end of the game, and we have weekly huddles. Our huddles are designed to be effective, compact, and to engage the emotional aliveness of people. They call next actions, they make promises, and the next week you follow up. Now, what makes this even better and able to manage for you as a leader with your team who really wants to know that your people are out there delivering on their promises is our scoreboard. You know, we have scoreboards in business, but they're, for the most part, they're not useful. What we have is often a balance sheet or a P&L that has people somewhat be able to see how they're tracking, but mostly not. That's not an individual scoreboard, nor usually a way for a team to look up, like you would in a football game, and go, we're behind, we're ahead, how do we need to adjust strategy? There's almost no way for people to do that in organizations, except for maybe performance reviews that happen once, twice a year, if you're lucky. Well, in our game, there's a scoreboard that has you track areas that are 3 critical areas that are essential to what we call core performance: increased business results, focused business results, increase in teamwork and group ability to communicate, work together effectively, and third, people's personal sense of satisfaction, fulfillment, and enjoyment of themselves and being in your workplace. All 3 of these things make for a sustainable, great organization. And in a core performance game, not only do we show you how to create goals and measure goals around this, but we have a scoreboard that allows you to track it week by week so that you can constantly keep your finger on the health of how all 3 of those areas are going, make adjustments to your strategy when you notice you're ahead or behind, and hold yourself and your people to account at a whole nother level for who you can be and what's possible for your potential and results in the workplace. So, people love a game because they can explore. Leaders and even employees love the game because it increases accountability, that has them step up to who they know they can be. Our structures for meetings have you increase your effectiveness in the meetings and ability to keep the emotional aliveness and engagement of your people high and inspired rather than having them just be doldrums in the workplace every week. These are all parts of a simple game structure that have you and your team be able to do things that you want to do but have otherwise been holding yourselves back from. The final thing I'll say about a game that's really fantastic is our halftime and game celebration. You know, many organizations have talked about, or famous consultants, people who have written books said, the best organizations are learning organizations where people are exploring things, trying things, but they're learning from what's happening on the court. So they're constantly tuning their ability to be an effective and really successful group. Well, often in business, we're so rushed, we don't take the time to reflect, to learn, and to re-strategize, to retune. We maybe do it every couple of years in a leadership retreat, but that doesn't allow our teams, our employees to do that. So in a core performance game, you have both a halftime, which is just like a halftime in a football game, where you come off the field, you take a deep breath, and you retune for your game, and you make sure your players are all well. And then at the end of the game, you celebrate. You actually stop to go, oh my gosh, look at what we've done. You claim your progress. This is essential. Winning breeds more winning. You must claim your wins at the end of the game. We support you in doing this. You make sure your players know where it is that they're achieving so that you have the permission in the room to coach them where it is you'd like them to improve. The other part of the game celebration is you learn from your mistakes, you apply them, and you create your next game, which has you even be more effective, just like in a football, baseball, soccer season where game after game you tune and you become better for it throughout the whole season. Now, the last thing, games are fun. Did I say that? I did. Games are fun. You get to have a coach, me, and through audio, video, or in person if that's your desire. I've been coaching teams for a long time and have had great success. I only coach from what it is I directly have experienced as well. We have a lot of fun. And really, how much better can it get? Increased teamwork, better and more personal satisfaction, and significantly increased business results for you and your team. Come join us, find out how to play, and let's have some fun together.